All right, so let's wait for some people to come in here. All right, let's go. We got our first couple people in here. Rizzy says, down at Jackson, this is where I wanted him to land. He'll look good in those unis. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Golden Phase, Eddie Clutch? We did it. I know, man. I know you've been on the Trevor over everybody tank, man, and we got him. Finesse King, Elliot Crabtree, Tony P. What's up, man? I just cracked one. I did just crack a cold one. Trent the Kid, Sushi. Oh my gosh, a bunch of people in here. 43 people already. Guys, what a time, man. This might have been the greatest day, maybe the second greatest day in franchise history, right behind actually being awarded the franchise. Because when you look back, man, and first of all, I got to be a little bit quiet right now because I am in like a hotel lobby, so I don't want to like wake some people up. What's up, Noel? What's up, Jags fan for life? So this is just a huge day for the Jaguars. This is a bigger day than the 2017 divisional round where we beat the playoffs. Like this is a day today where we're a team that doesn't have a GM. We have a lame duck head coach, and we have absolutely no quarterback. We try to trot out different quarterbacks. Mike Glennon sucks. Gardner Minshew, not very good. Jake Luton sucks, and we're just in the ultimate quarterback purgatory. In the only year where we get the number one pick in franchise history, there's a guy like Trevor Lawrence that comes out. Now there's a bunch of people out there, oh, Trevor Lawrence isn't going to be able to fix everything. Like, we need to get an O-line, D-line. It's like, yeah, I mean, obviously we need to do that. There's a lot of things that still need to happen. But man, we've been trying for so long to get a franchise quarterback, and we finally got one. There's no work involved with this. There's no work involved with this. We go out there, we make the draft pick, and that's literally it. Like, this, what happened today was absolutely unreal. Want to say hi? My girlfriend's here. But Robert G pre-ordered his jersey. Yeah, I'm probably about to get his jersey. But I mean, what happens with here? Where literally no work is involved. We don't have to go out there and do work on Zach Wilson, do work on Justin Fields, do anything like this, because like we have a guy like locked up, and this is just like a perfect situation for us, man. Eddie Clutch says, I had one since the preseason. Eddie Clutch, did you buy a Trevor Lawrence jersey? Just out of curiosity. Elliot says, I have a Tank for T-Law jersey. David says, no knockout jersey. Support the team for once. Well, you can custom order from the NFL shop, but it's a little bit more expensive. It's like $150 as opposed to 100. And I've custom ordered jerseys before, and it's weird. Like the lettering is really small. But anyways, 118 people in here. Thanks everyone for being here. But yeah, it's a huge day, man. Like, a little bit of me wishes that we would have done it next week, because I was absolutely not expecting the Jets to actually beat the Browns, but that actually happened. I was like, holy crap. I had to make a video about this right now. I would have loved to have really put together like a celebration type of thing next week. David says, how was snowboard today? It was awesome. I loved it.
So that means that the Jags are the worst team ever?
No, it means we're the worst team in 2020.
I mean, on 2020.
Yes, we're the worst team in 2020. But also, guys, this not only locks up the number one pick. If we lose next week, then we also have the first pick in the second round as well, which is also really, really big. So, and a report came out by Ian Rappaport today that the Jaguars right now, like, the word around the league is they have the best, like, head coaching spot out there right now. Just with the different talent that the Jaguars have, all the draft capital, like the free agency money, the most money they can spend. I mean, the Jaguars this year were built to where they were not going to be good. But then we won week one, and we thought maybe, and then the Jets just kept losing. But man, like, I can't believe it, man. I did not think this was going to come out. Eddie Clutch says, I got mine after Fournette got cut, was $30. Yeah, it's you can order them pretty cheap through China, but I'm going to try to find a way to get a real one. Devastated. We basically have 3 first-round picks with the first, second-round pick. I know, man. And we had the Vikings second-round pick too, and they just lost. So, and the Rams lost too. So hopefully they find themselves out of the playoffs. DJ Chark is finally gonna have a quarterback. I know, man, and they've got to all see this coming. Like that Jaguars will finally have somebody like worth it at quarterback. Quarter says, "What's up, UCF? This is the best year ever. Best year ever." This guy says this is the best year ever to be a Jags fan. Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't understand. She does not understand why I've been rooting for the Jaguars to lose and why I'm so hyped up right now. But we got our franchise guy. But shout out to all 139 people in here, man. Definitely drop likes if you can. Let's see if we can get this to 100. Oh, what the heck? What was that?
What was that? Did you lose the video?
No. All right, we're back. That was so weird. All right, I'm doing this off of, why is it going that way? I'm doing this off of a weird selfie stick I got from my girlfriend for Christmas. And it's going this way.
Nice.
It is pretty cool. I just had to figure out how to use it. Elliot says, this is the best time to be a Jags fan. I know, man. Super tank. Okay. All right, this is unnecessary. Ugh. How can I get my back? Can you guys see me? All right, let me take this off. How do I take this off?
Just put it up the way that was.
All right.
Like that.
Am I still here, guys? This is horrible. All right. Bank says, look like you're living your best life right now. Stay safe. Thank you, man. Thank you. And this thing won't let me take it off. It's like locked. This thing is locked in here. All right. Let me figure this out. Oh, yeah. Let's take it out that way.
How do you open this?
I don't know how to turn this thing off. I got disconnected.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
That sucks.
The internet sucks.
It's not the internet. Oh, I'm live. Okay. All right, you're on. All right, perfect. Cool. It's gonna be a little bit shaky, but whatever. The live stream is tanked. No, it has not. Skittle says, I'm a Bills fan, but I'm excited for the Jags. I bet, dude. I bet you're excited because the Jets, Trevor Lawrence is not in your division. And I know Colts and Titans and all those fans want to admit it, but they're a little bit scared too. They don't want Trevor Lawrence in their division. But hey, guys, we get to watch Trevor Lawrence on Friday. Clemson, Ohio State. That's a big game. And Antoine says, Duval. Of course, says, who should we take with our second first-round pick? I don't know, man. I'm not sure yet. But I don't know. Are the Rams? I got to see their playoff situation right now because I think Arizona Cardinals losing kind of hurt those chances of him, like of like the Rams really missing out. But I mean, they're on a slump right now. That's for sure. They got to figure it out. DC Nation says no. Trevor is going to win against Ohio State, no doubt. Yeah, I want to see him tear them apart. Well, most importantly, I don't want to see him get hurt. Secondly, I want to, like, I am now a huge Clemson fan on Friday because that is my quarterback. TJ says, really hope the Jags hire a head coach with experience. Don't want to waste Trevor's early years with her. Yeah, I mean, the thing we need to do for Trevor, GoPro says, GoPro Connor says, how many QB should the Jags draft this year? 1. But really, like, the biggest thing we need to do for Trevor Lawrence is, or really this team in general, we need to get an offensive line and we need to get a defensive line. We need to build the trenches strong because if we build the trenches strong and Trevor Lawrence has all the time in the world back there to throw, then boom, he can make greatness out of like nobody wide receivers. You know what I mean? Like, and we actually have pretty decent talent. I mean, DJ Chark and Laviska Shenault are good. We still need to draft another good wide receiver, but it's pretty much set, man. I mean, we have a solid team, even though I don't know. We have some solid pieces, I should say. Ronaldo says, I'm a Lawrence. Exactly, man. But I will be cheering for Clemson and Lawrence. Alina's dad says, all Trevor does is win. I know Trevor Lawrence, this quarterback we're getting, he's lost 2 games in high school and college. And his freshman year of high school, he lost his state championship game in high school after that. And then in college, he lost 1 game to LSU last year, who was arguably like the best college football team ever put on a field. So he's you know what I mean? He's pretty good. We'll just say that. All he does is win. He's said it in press conferences. He's like, look, all I do is win, really. But thanks, Trevor, for being here. 151 people. Augustine says we need another running back as well to help the workload and help James Robinson stay fresh. Yeah, we could probably use another running back. But honestly, like I am all about the bell cow approach. Like I don't like the whole split carries, the whole like three-headed backfield type of stuff. You know what I mean? And a shout out to Luke for joining the Big Cat level. You guys can all become members of the channel for as low as $3 a month. Big shout out to Luke. Thank you so much for your support, man. Another member to the channel. Noel says, "Are there any Clemson receivers entering the draft?" I don't know. I don't know a lot of college prospects right now. I'll of course know more about that after I get into you know, after I read into everything. But yeah, I mean, I guess James Robinson could use a complimentary back, but he's a really good every down guy. I mean, maybe we can go back there and get a, a pass catching threat, but you know, I'm not trying to really invest like a high pick into a running back. Luke says, "Big up, UK Jags fan." All right, so he became a member all the way from the United Kingdom. That's awesome, man. Jag fan 85 says, "Hit up Trevor on Twitter and get him on a channel one day." That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. Shane says, "I can't wait for Lawrence versus Washington on Thursday nights." Hello, dude. I wonder if Trevor Lawrence gets us our first Monday Night Football game in like what 15 years. Like that's a real possibility. Harry says, "A grandma could get good yards with a good O-line." I know, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, any NFL level quarterback can sit back in a clean pocket and eventually find someone open. But what a day, man. And it's so funny now that the Jaguars locked up this pick. Like, all of a sudden now people are like, oh, like, we need to find a different way to determine who gets the number one overall pick. Like, we need a lottery system. And it's like, dude, like, no one ever said anything like that until the Jaguars took Trevor Lawrence from the New York market. Like, nobody did that. Andrew said, "This is 2017 levels of hype." I know, man. And look, man, Marking says, "When's the last time you speak with Jet Central?" I literally text and talk to Jet Central literally every day. I'm not even joking about that. We text each other all the time. But yeah, he's not super happy. But like, and it's crazy because this whole year, ever since like I was all on board with not tanking in week 1. Week 2, we almost beat the Titans. Then week 3, after we got demolished on Thursday Night Football, I said to myself, you know what, man? Like, Minshew just isn't it. Like, unfortunately, I like Minshew and everything. Like, he's a cool guy, but, like, just, if he is playing at his floor, it's just, he just has, his ceiling is just so limited. And he's out there, like, he needs so much help. I'm just like, you know what? Like, we need to really find a guy. Then I said, you know what? I'm all aboard a tank train. Like, winning, like, we do not have a playoff roster. So, but one thing I will say is next year, if the Jaguars at the end of the season next year are like what, say for example, we're 4-10, I'm not going to root for us to tank. I'm going to root for us to win those last 2 games because we have a young quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, new head coach, and like, you know what I mean, at that point. But with this year that we're tanking, it's like we have Gardner Minshew at quarterback, like Doug Marrone, lame duck head coach, like I'm not going to root. I'm not going to sit there and like root my butt off or something like that. But thanks to all 216 people for being in here, man. Really appreciate that. Let's see if we can get this to 100 likes right now. And I am talking a little bit quieter than I usually do. Probably about half the loudness just because I am not at home. I am at a hotel lobby. So I'm not trying to bother too many people. One guy came in here and microwaved something while I was in here. So B News says, "Just subscribed. I'm excited. Let's go Jags." All right. Thanks for the subscription, man. And I am very, very close to 10,000 subscribers. I'm very close. And once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm giving away 3 UCF Jaguar shirts and a free Trevor Lawrence jersey. So you guys have to join my Flick Chat app in order to do that. So it's usually in the description of my videos. I don't think it's in the description of this live stream. But go back to my latest video to kind of figure out how to win yourself a Trevor Lawrence jersey. J Core says, "Best Jags channel." Thank you, man. Thank you. Luke says, "Jags YouTube is about to blow up because Trevor will get a bunch of attention." I know, man. Like, I really hope so because I invested a bunch of money in this channel a couple weeks ago. Got a new microphone, new camera. I am so ready for an awesome like off season. And big shout out to B New for the $10 donation. Thank you so much, man. He just says, "Just supporting." Thank you for supporting, man. I appreciate all you guys for supporting. You guys really support not only with your donations, but just being here and dropping likes and just following the channel, man. It's really awesome and it's super humbling. And Antoine says we need to align. Yes, honestly, at this point, outside of Trevor Lawrence, obviously, the biggest priority this offseason is to fix the offensive line. Um, we're probably not going to keep Cam Robinson. I'm not a big fan of keeping him, so I'm down to kind of get him out of here. Try to find an upgrade there, maybe Trent Williams. You know, he was a former Washington football team guy. He's now on the 49ers. A little bit older, but maybe we can try to find him to a 2 or 3 year deal. We got tons of money to spend. And you know, maybe even looking like with our second first round pick, I know everyone's talking about uh, Pitts and everything. I think Pitts is a little bit of a pipe dream. I've seen Pitts mocked at the number 3 overall spot, so I don't think we're gonna get him. Um, Dan Cordy says, "Say hi to my wife Heather in Canada. We fly down to Duval every year, aside from this year. Love you, man. Have to go soon." All right. Well, shout out to your wife Heather, and thank you guys for watching me from up in Canada. Um, but yeah, the Jaguars, like with the second first round pick, I want to go for a big guy. Obviously, we need offensive linemen. We also big time need defensive linemen. So really, I mean, but I'm not going to pin that. I mean, if there's a really good wide receiver there, maybe we should go there. But you know, I'd be very, very happy with that. UCF Jaguar, is there a possibility Trevor Lawrence stayed in college? No, absolutely not. I mean, he's basically said that he's out of here. He got honored at their senior day, so it's not going to happen. A1 athlete says, gotta go. All right, later, man. Luke says, should we pick up anyone at free agency? Absolutely. And I'll make a full free agency video really after the season concludes, maybe in a few weeks. Obviously, we have general manager stuff we have to track, head coach stuff we have to track. But, you know, really in February, I'll probably start putting out some different free agency targets that I would have. Bradley says, we have to go tight end. But, man, what a feeling today, guys. Like, I don't know about you, but I was legitimately nervous like all week about this Jaguar game, about somehow messing up. And look, the Jaguars did their thing with the loss, but I did not see the Jets beating the Browns. Like, that helped us so much. David says, you do not want a rookie protecting Trevor's blindside. I need to re-sign Cam. Yeah, but we can upgrade from Cam. We can upgrade from him in free agency. You know, Trent Williams is an immediate upgrade. You know, Cam Robinson, the way he's playing, ugh, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's, we'd almost be better off with a rookie at some point. But I would, you know, I would let Cam walk, but I'm not going to cut Norwell, Brandon Linder, these guys. I'm not going to get super cheap there. Duval says, what do you think about Marone taking a phone call on the field at the end of the half? Did he really? I did not see that. Javel says, wonder if Lawrence will still wear 16. Well, I looked it up. Trevor wore 16 in high school and wore 16 in college. So I imagine that's his number and he sticks with it. Augusta says, would you be happy with Louis Reddick as our new GM? What are your thoughts, brother? I wouldn't mind it too much. The only thing that gives me a little bit hesitancy is that he was all aboard the Jaguars going out there and signing Nick Foles as our quarterback. So, I mean, obviously people have their bad takes that they do, but I don't know. That's always stuck with me. Nicholas says, LMAO, y'all getting excited over being trash and getting number 1 pick while my friends have a top 5 pick and get playoffs most likely. Yeah, but you guys have Tua and we have Trevor Lawrence, so boom, got him. Brogan says, transition like Glenn into wide receiver. Yeah, and honestly, I didn't watch any of the games today, so Jaguars lost in pretty pathetic manner, but, you know, whatever. Next year's a new year, so. Andrew says they hate us because they ain't us. Yeah, that's true. He wears 16 because of Peyton Manning. He might be 18 in the NFL. He wears 16 because of Peyton Manning. That doesn't make sense. Peyton Manning was 18. I guess maybe Peyton was 16 in high school. Tony says Jaguars is the Chiefs in 2021. Yeah, we need to figure out. That's a developing story. Will he keep number 16? Because there's going to be a lot. Because I remember when Jameis Winston was with the Bucks, there were a lot of people that, you know, Bucks fans that pre-bought Jameis Winston jerseys. Jameis Winston, number 5. That's the number that he was in college. It's the same number he wore, you know, and the number was available in Tampa Bay, but then he randomly chose number 3. So it kind of, he was like, oh yeah, it was number 8 in high school, number 5 in college. 8 minus 5 is 3. That's why I pick it. It's like, okay, dude. Ryan says, what if we don't draft Trevor? Impossible. Impossible. I mean, literally, Shad Khan is fielding, is doing interviews. Everybody's saying they're going Trevor. He would not hire a guy if he's not going to pick Trevor. Ash says, was you born in Jacksonville? I was not. I was born in Ocala, but I was raised in Fleming Island, which is just southwest of Jacksonville. Peyton Manning wore 16 in college, that's why. Did he really? All right, he's got to stick with 16, man. I'm not about to have a Trevor Lawrence jersey without his number. Cody says, T-Law will probably have the highest jersey sales in Jack's history. Dude, I know, like, do I really have to wait 4 months to buy it? Come on now. Cap says, Blaine Gabbert was my favorite quarterback in 2012. All right. Luke says, Richard Sherman would be great to improve Henderson and Barco and give some veterans to the secondary. Yeah, maybe we go him. He's a little bit old, but I'd probably rather go younger, but we definitely need some veterans. UCF, what do you want to do with our other first rounder? I would go D-line, O-line. I don't have any prospects in mind, but that's my thoughts. Brogan says, put Minshew at offensive tackle. And at this point, we only had to try to lose, so it doesn't matter. Is Byron Leftwich undervalued in your opinion? Undervalued as in Jaguars quarterback or undervalued as an offensive coordinator? I don't know. Definitely not undervalued in Jaguars history. He was not very good, but maybe he's not being talked enough about, maybe as a head coach, because he's obviously done some good things as an OC. Merking says, with our late first O-line, yeah, we need to protect our guy. We can't have, we can't have the same situation as Joe Burrow, that's for sure. Duval says, Urban Meyer scares me. I don't like the spreads less college coach. Yeah, like, if Urban Meyer to be our head coach, I can't have him control the roster too. I would need I would need him to be strictly head coach and let a GM be a GM. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I'm leaning towards no on Urban, but one thing the guy knows how to do, man, he knows how to win. And there's a very real possibility because Shad has a real respect for Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick has a real respect for Urban Meyer, so you can maybe connect those dots. Cap says, where do you rank Minshew on Jaguars all-time quarterbacks? I don't know, man. I mean, as bad as it is to say, he's probably top 5, and that really speaks to where we are as an organization. Marco says, is there any chance Bill Belichick coming? There is a chance, but he hasn't been a very good GM. He's been a lot better as, like, the head coach, as a head coach. Like, he's done some questionable things when it comes to being a general manager. So I would rather him strictly in a head coach type of thing. Wolf says, I might root for us to win next week. Since we win, it won't matter. Well, it will matter a little bit, and here's why. If the Jets lose next week and the Jaguars win, the Jaguars don't have the number 1 overall pick in the second round because they alternate. They have the same record. So as it stands right now, the Jaguars have the 33 overall pick. If the Jaguars win next week and the Jets lose, then we had the number 34 overall pick. But, it's pretty late, so who really cares? But it is always fun going into, after round 1 of the NFL draft, going into round 2 and saying, look, we can literally have any of these guys. Davis says, Bill Cowher to Jax. I don't buy the rumors. We hear this every year about him wanting to come back, but I think he's very comfortable in his current position. And he's pretty old. He's not like as young as John Gruden. He's pretty old. Brogan says, put Shot at quarterback. I don't think so. Says, do you think Lawrence starts right away or comes back after the bye week? I think he starts right away. I think he is so ready. I think he comes in right away, just like Joe Burrow did, because we don't have anything else on the roster. You know what I mean? Doug will do his thing. Don't worry about it, UCF. We will lose next week. Yeah, I mean, the way we look today against the Bears, no way we're beating the Colts. You know what I mean? Like, Colts are just way too good for us. Although that would be kind of funny if the Jaguars do go 2-14 and sweep the Colts. How about that for you? Would Gardner Minshew become QB1 in New England? I don't know. If you're a team that wants to trade for Gardner Minshew to be your starting quarterback, you're not going to be a good team. I'm sorry. He'll be a decent backup somewhere else, maybe, but no one's going to trade for him and let them be their guy. The Sports Critic says, now do you want to sweep the Colts next week? now that we have the number 1 pick locked up. I don't care. I really don't care. I would honestly rather lose is to keep that number 1 pick in the second round and just boom, we're done with the tanking. Let's move on. UCF, what vet would you like to back up Trevor? Maybe go out and try like an older guy. We need like are you in the fantasy championship? Yeah, I've won a couple leagues, so that's good. Um, I'll talk to you about it later. But um, what was the question? Oh yeah, who would you have the backup vet? I would have an older guy. I wouldn't have a young Minshew. I want a guy that really knows how to mentor a quarterback. You know, a guy that's been around, that's had some starts, like an older, like a Matt Barkley or, um, Fitzpatrick or something like that. Something like that. Give me I'm on 26 minutes. I'll get off here at 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
No, that in 4 minutes. I'm gonna leave this at 30 minutes. Gangrene David, thank you, man. Yeah, I can't believe you guys choked it away, man. But we really, really appreciate what you did for us, man. Like we did not see it coming. 8 days ago, like literally 8 days ago, in the span of 8 days, Trevor Lawrence was handed to us. The Jets, in a span of 8 days, handed the Jaguars Trevor Lawrence. It's crazy. Trevor Lawrence will be a New York Jets. Congrats. It's time for you to change that name, man. Um, but it's nuts. Do we have 272 people in here, man? Thank you everyone for being here. I wish I could be on longer. I'm just not in a best like really live streaming situation right now. But guys, we have a lot of awesome content coming. I'm coming back in town Saturday, so I won't be able to do a lot of like a lot of stuff between now and then. I might do some phone videos if something happens, but um, like I'm gonna be doing videos on GM, head coach, quarterback, draft, free agency. I mean, it's gonna be one of the most fun off seasons out there. And be new with another donation, $5 says Jags 2021 draft pick, top 65 this year. Cap space, we're going 10-6 next year at worst. Yeah, and we have the second like the Vikings second round pick, which should be in the top 14 or something like that in that round. So it's pretty crazy. Brett says UCF. Before you go, I honestly think we could be a playoff team next year. What do you think? I think so too, man. I absolutely think so too. When you look at it, the Miami Dolphins were the same exact team as us last year. And also, thank you so much for Be New, by the way, for the thing, for the donation. But yeah, like I said it, like we were the same exact team as the Dolphins last year, man. We were the team. The Dolphins were the team that was tanking. The Dolphins were the team that needed a quarterback. You know what I mean? And now they're a playoff team. You know what I mean? The Jaguars could be the same team, man. Just you had to get. It's pretty easy. We got the quarterback position locked in. That was taken care of for us. Now it's on Shad, dude. Shad and Mark Lampin. They have to find the right GM. Have to find the right head coach, and then we should be. And then we'll be set, man. We can really make a run next year, especially with what we do. With all this stuff. Giovanni says the Finns gave the top 5 pick as well because of the Texans. Yeah, but the Texans are what, like, they're between 5 and 10, I think. I don't know. Please interview Tony Dungy GM. Does he want to be back? I don't know if he was. Javon says we would be better because Trevor is better than Tua. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. But I'm just saying, man, like the Dolphins, you compare them to the Jaguars, like and of course the Dolphins made that last run. But the thing was, the only difference is the Dolphins had a head coach. They had Brian Flores last year. So, you know, it's so that's the only difference, but we need to find our guy. Luckily we kept Marone this year because Marone might have got us Trevor Lawrence, if we're being honest, man. So good job of keeping him around. Is there a chance Lawrence will be a bust? I mean, obviously there's a chance any player can be a bust, but Lawrence is as bust proof as you can be. Now he says, hey, you see a Jaguar, go Trevor Lawrence. Dude, absolutely, man. I'm just so excited. DJM, who's going to the Super Bowl, UCF? I'm thinking Chiefs, Packers. That's my pick. J. Ross says, Dolphins are skirting by with a lot of talent. Their play calling and schemes are very simple. Yeah, they got good talent. And, I mean, from what I saw, Tua apparently did not do very good last night. Neil says, who will win tonight? Titans or Packers? I don't know. Probably Probably Titans, but let's go with Packers. Yeah, and someone mentioned something about black quarterbacks. Dude, the Jaguars have had black quarterbacks. They've had um, Byron Leftwich. They drafted David Garrard. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't really like that topic that you're talking about. Luke says Trev and J Rob and Chark offense is gonna be scary. Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be cool, and we're gonna get some more weapons too. So it'll be nice. Charles says, I can't wait to hear Lawrence to Chark touchdown Jags. I know, man. It's gonna be Jacksonville is now gonna be a destination place, man. Season tickets, like literally, like today, the Jaguars Twitter started advertising 2021 season tickets. Like, could you imagine marketing? And this is why Jets fans are so pissed, dude. Jets fans are pissed right now because, like, how do you market their team, man? Like, how do you market, um, how do you market a like their team? You know what I mean? It's like, look, you're gonna have to either fix Sam Darnold, or you're gonna have to go with Justin Fields or Zach Wilson. And look, those guys might turn into be good quarterbacks. I mean, in my opinion, it's gonna be like either Zach Wilson's gonna be great or Justin Fields is gonna be great. One of them, I feel like, is going to bust. But this new head coach are going to be tasked with, look, do you want to fix Sam Darnold, or do you want to go after one of these project guys? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, we're in such a great situation right now. Like, it's just so great. It's just so great to be a Jags fan. And Jaguars have had really, really bad luck. But if there's any bit of luck that we've had, it's that in this franchise's history, in the 26, 27 years, whatever, like, Trevor Lawrence is the most generational quarterback to ever come out in that span. You know what I mean? And he's going to go to the Jaguars. He's more generational than Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning, in my opinion. 123 Doug says, I think Zach Wilson will be a pick higher than Fields. Yeah, he's kind of trending up. We'll see how Justin Fields plays against Clemson, but Justin Fields, it's a real worry that the two good teams that he played against were bust. I mean, like, he didn't do good. Indiana, I excused the Indiana game, but then I watched the whole entire Northwestern game. Like, he just couldn't throw the ball, man. Luckily they had Patrick Surtain and they were able to run the ball like crazy. But you know what I mean? Like, they had to get the ball out of Trevor Lawrence's hand. He was hurting them. The buff guy says people ain't know Mahomes was a generational talent. Yeah, that's true. But like, when we talk about generational talents that have come out, Peyton Manning wasn't even considered that. Like John Elway, Andrew Luck, and now Trevor Lawrence. Like, Andrew Luck, he might have not won Super Bowls, but he was winning AFC Championship games. Like, dude, like, literally, you can give me 11-5, 4 straight years, not make the Super Bowl, and I'll be happy. Just because, look, my team is relevant in December. My team is fun to watch. And my team isn't a complete embarrassment. You know what I mean? But we have 246 people in here. If you haven't already, man, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at UCF_Jaguar. I post all the time on both those platforms. So please follow me in this crazy off season. And also drop a like if you haven't already. We have 255 people in here. It's awesome. Shout out to David Neal in here. Says, how fast do you think T. Lawrence jersey will sell out? I'm definitely getting me one. It's very hard for me to get a Jaguar jersey. I got a Josh Allen jersey just because I was like, look, I got to get a jersey. I haven't got a jersey in so long. Got to get myself a Josh Allen jersey. I got one week 2. So, you know, we'll see. Antoine says, I'm about to give me 3 T-Law jerseys. I know, man. Like, it's, God, I'm definitely going to teal. I got a black Josh Allen. I'm going to get a teal Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be awesome. Legendarily says, dude needs to cut his hair, though. I mean, nowadays, players market themselves. Like literally, Patrick Mahomes has a commercial about his haircut. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if he wants to keep it, dude, you can keep it. And then, you know, just do the thing. Luke says keep the long hair. Yeah, I think he should keep the long hair. I think that should be his look. Anthony Davis has a unibrow. You know, he's going to be in Jacksonville. He's probably going to get a place right on Ponte Vedra Beach. He's going to be, you know, he's going to fit right into the whole surfer boy look. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. Quirky says, I'm going to buy a blonde wig to watch a draft. I know, dude. All the Minshew, like, mustaches and jorts that were at games now, are people going to be wearing wigs? I think wigs are going to be a little bit hotter. Legendarily says, Silver Duvet. I know, like, he's a perfect fit in Jacksonville, man. from a small town in Georgia, so he's pretty close to home. Um, he's a big Christian. He's big into Christianity. Jacksonville's, got a lot of churches and stuff. He's engaged, so he's not going to be all about the party life and, want to go clubbing and stuff. And he's a surfer boy, man. Like, he's going to be able to own Jacksonville. Like, Jacksonville is going to be his city. And, he doesn't have the crazy, like, and nowadays people always talk about, like, oh, you know, the Trevor Lawrence needs New York market, and it's like no, that's not how it works. Like nowadays, with the way things are, like you know, Patrick Mahomes, small market in Kansas City, he's on all kinds of commercials. Aaron Rodgers, small market up in Green Bay, he's on all kinds of commercials. Cam Newton was, but how many New York players are we seeing in commercials? I haven't seen any Sam Darnold commercials. I haven't seen any like who else? Like I haven't seen any Daniel Jones ones, but like these guys, like as long as they're winning us stuff, they're gonna find deals. And everybody, Trevor Lawrence is already a household name, so it's gonna be good, man. Alex Beach, I'm buying a T-Law jersey right when he gets drafted. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna customize a jersey, even though it's gonna be so tempting to. I'm not gonna jump the gun and buy like a custom one. I'm going to wait, but. I'm definitely going to get one. And I am going to be giving away, once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'll be waiting until the draft to do it, but I'm going to be giving away a Trevor Lawrence jersey. So if you guys haven't already subscribed, man, definitely do so. I'm giving away 3 UCF Jaguar shirts too. So I'm closing in on 10,000. Very, very close. I should, honestly, with the kind of content I'm putting out in the next month, I should get it pretty close. All how you perform to get endorsements like that. I know exactly. Yeah, Augustin says it's just Saquon Barkley in New York. Yeah, that's true. And like, I think I've seen Saquon in like what a Bose commercial or something like that, but not much else besides that. Like you don't need like Trevor Lawrence doesn't need New York. New York needs Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean? The Jets need Trevor Lawrence so much worse than anything else. Antoine says as soon as you get the word about T-Law jersey, make a video. I'm subscribing. I need a jersey like that a week ago. Yeah, man. Just I'll definitely drop a video about it. You guys have to join my Flick if you aren't already in my Flick chat. I don't have the description down below, but you guys can find it in different videos that I've made. I have it down below. So Hulu Live, yeah. DJ, what weapons are we drafting or signing for T-Law? Honestly, like we need another wide receiver, but man, like quarterbacks can make wide receivers great. You know what I mean? With Minshew, he needed great wide receivers to make him good, but we just need to get an offensive line. If we can get an offensive line and get some, something like that, like we'll be all right. Donald says he might not even leave Clemson. He's out of Clemson, man. Joseph says, I'm a New York Giants fan. I'm just saying T-Law is going to do great things in Jacksonville. Thank you, man. Thank you to the respectful New York people. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that like act like Jacksonville is some like hellhole and that he like shouldn't go here and stuff like that. But like I don't know, like I just think, and another annoying thing is like now people living in New York are taking all these shots at Jacksonville. People that have never been to Jacksonville talking about how bad of a city it is, and it's like, dude, like these people that are just from New York just have their stigma about their city and think they're just the greatest thing. But it's like, dude, like Jacksonville ain't all bad, especially if you're a millionaire. You're not paying state income taxes. You're going to be living right on the beach. You don't have the incredible pressures of a New York market. Like, you look at it right now, and Sam Darnold is doing horrible with the media market. Like, he's just getting thrashed to pieces, and, a lot of players kind of do that. And I'm not going to talk bad about New York people because I don't like – it's almost like when the Seattle game – like when the Jaguars played Seattle and like some fans threw some stuff at a player, they're like, oh, Jaguar fans are the worst fans. Look what they do. And it's like, dude, all you're doing is stereotyping. You're taking what this guy did and acting like the whole fan base does it. It's like, it's just so ignorant. I just don't like it. And I'm not gonna talk bad about New York people, but there are definitely certain people that are bad. Eddie says, I'm already banned from my neighbor's house. There you go. Neil says, Jacksonville, Tampa, and Miami are all great cities. Yeah, I agree. Darren says, I live in New York. Fans from here are the most miserable in the country regardless of the sport. Well, yeah, I mean, it's been tough. I mean, especially if you're like a Knicks, Mets, and Jets fans. I mean, at least the Giants have won some Super Bowls. Flaren says, I'm from Rochester, New York, and I've been a Jackson since 05. There you go, man. So, you haven't lived through much greatness, that's for sure. So hopefully we can change that around. I'm about in the same. I mean, I really started watching the Jaguars when I was like 11 or 12, and I was about in '05. So I'm right there with you, man. We need something. Will says, nah, Philly fans are the worst. So guys, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cut this at 44 minutes. I need to go back to my room. But I really appreciate all you guys for being in here, man. FYI, you're 10 minutes past your 30-minute mark. Much appreciate. Yeah, my girlfriend texted me and told me to take my time. That she's in the bathroom, so I don't want to leave y'all that quick. Um, Jags guaranteed to get Lawrence. Yes, we are, man. And don't even throw it out there that the Jaguars are gonna slip up and not pick him. It's not gonna happen. I mean, this is the biggest lock ever, and I don't have to do quarterback videos. I don't have to sit there and evaluate Trey Lance versus Justin Fields versus Zach Wilson and power rank what they're good at, what their qualities are. This is the easiest thing. Get Trevor Lawrence. I can make Trevor Lawrence appreciation videos for anything, man. It's so great, man. I'm so happy, and it honestly brings tears to my eyes. Like, I can't believe we did this. Yeah, Jets don't know how to tank. The Jaguars know how to tank. Starting Glenn in and stuff. Sitting James Robinson. Neil says, "How's Sugar Mountain? Worth visiting. Never skied before. Oh, it's great. I snowboard, and it's really a lot of fun. UCF girlfriend freshen up for you. Oh yeah, you know it, man." Moon says, "How was your Christmas, UCF?" My Christmas was great. I bought a house in March, and I hosted Christmas at my house, so it was a real turning point for me, and it was a lot of fun, man. It's very humbling, very good to be around family. It was good stuff. But thanks everyone for being here. Focus on GM head coach search and free agency. Yes, absolutely. My first video will probably be on a GM thing, but but the thing is, it might take a little bit to fire Doug. Hopefully, Shaw just says, "Look, Doug, you're out of here on Black Monday," because there's no way he's gonna hire a GM and then GM's like, I kind of like this Doug Marone guy. I'm gonna keep him. Just get him out of here. Jaguars get the best Christmas. Dude, we did, man. Shout out to the Jets, man. Shout out to the Jets. They gave us a wonderful Christmas week. Sunday, the Jets won. We were all feeling good on Christmas. And just a few days after Christmas, they're like, you know what? Here you go. Have Trevor Lawrence. It's unbelievable, man. It's freaking awesome, man. It doesn't matter what you guys got under your tree. Trevor Lawrence might be the best thing you guys got. You know what I mean? Bobby D says, "What's up, Dalton? Much love for your channel." Thanks, man. I appreciate that so much. Much love to you guys, man. If there weren't 234 people in here, I definitely wouldn't be doing this. So thanks to you guys. All jokes aside, I'm glad we were getting T-Law. Absolutely, man. Trap as he says, "Do you think the Jacks should focus on defense at 21 free agency?" I think we should get a bunch of stuff. I don't think we should just. I think we need to shore up a bunch of needs. We have this bunch of money, but I don't want to just spend money. I don't want to get like a safety and get like a tight end. I want to get trenches, man. I'm tired of wasting money that we don't need to waste. Zach says, "And the Rams lost. We will be Bears and Cardinals fans next week." Dude, that'd be great, dude. Hopefully. And they're playing, I don't know who they're playing, but dude, if we can get Rams out of the playoffs, oh my God, that'd be so sweet. And then next year, the Jalen Ramsey revenge game, he's going to have to go against Trevor Lawrence. Oh, I can't wait. Trevor Lawrence, baby. He's a Jaguar. Roman says, "The problem is, look at the Bengals. They got the best college player but got injured and they suck now." That's what I've been saying, man. We need to fix the O-line. We can't put Trevor Lawrence in that same situation. All right, guys. It's been 44 minutes. I'm about to head back to the room. Thank you guys for being here. Got another big day of snowboarding tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. Go Jaguars. Merry Christmas. My Christmas gift to you guys is Trevor Lawrence. Shout out to the Jets for help sponsor that. But thanks guys for being here. If anything breaks, I'll come out with a video for you guys. And go Jags.